Greetings, this is Bloodrill and welcome back to Let's Play Contradiction. Right, I stopped this. God damn it. I'll play for a while to do the Life is Strange episodic content. So let's get back into it. I also need to remember what the hell I was doing. I'm going to Atlas, speak with people there, and then I'll come back out and what the fuck?
The DVD! That's all they took. It must have been deliberate. Someone clearly wanted that back. Nice and helpful of them to leave a piece of evidence behind, though.
That was unexpected. Also, wow. Great cap you are, dude. How about some self-defense lessons? No one respects the policeman in England, if this is England, apparently. That's the wrong way to go. God damn it. And here... Alright. It was probably the asshole. Which name... I can't remember, of course. Whose name I can't remember. That guy... Called... Kyle. Yeah, I don't have anything else to use here. Right. Nothing here. Let's see if we can speak with someone now. There. No one here. Guess we'll have to wait for another hour to come back to it. Maybe 9 PM. Stop doing that. Some point. Let's speak to them again. Maybe they know something.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Seen this? You know the shop?
Yeah, I know the shop. I hired something from them last year, I think.
This is for a party, I assume.
Yeah, something like that.
Local costume hire shop. Go back and check things out. This is still... I find it weird how this is not a contradiction. It's what used to, you know. Anyway. Lindlow, Liam, but I can't. I don't have a question about Emma being in the band with him. It's kinda crappy. I would have liked to be able to take answers from one person and ask another about them. But I guess things will get really complicated. There's also probably some contradictions there. And that's probably another contradiction. But for now, I don't think I have anything on him.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Do you know the shop? Have you used it?
No, but I know where it is.
Where? You wanna tell me? Apparently not. Also, it would be nice if you could ask more questions about an answer. For example, what happened to the singing contract or whatever. Only new, maybe a contradiction. But for now, I don't see anything else.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Alright. We'll go speak to other people. I think I'm missing something with them though. We'll see. Nothing here. Okay. Just in case.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Do you know anything about hypnosis used on the Atlas course?
Are you sure you mean hypnosis or the power of persuasion?
What's the difference?
Not a lot. But if you want someone to do something, it's usually easier to ask nicely.
Atlas used persuasion techniques.
Well, don't all businesses use it, Inspector? Ever heard of advertising?
That was a vague answer.
Have you seen this before anywhere?
Well, I know the shop, a costume shop just outside the village.
Ever used it?
Not personally, but I think Ryan might have.
I think he got the mask from there, right? Maybe. You made the dolls, okay? Dyspraxic, I don't know this word. You can make things. What does it mean? I'm not sure. Not practical. I think it's a Greek word from But I haven't heard it, and I'm Greek, so that's weird. Praxis is action, that's why. Anyway, doesn't matter. And dyslexic and all that stuff, it's Greek, so... She made the doors. And... thinks Ryan is useless. I'm just keep going back to check out and see if I missed anything or something. Weird that they were friends with Emma, but he didn't tell us that she was in the band. Anyway, I don't think there is anything else.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Nothing here. Check behind, one more time. Still don't have any lights, so... I don't think I can use anything I have to check behind there. Oh no. Definitely not. Nothing. Guess next is Dad. Whose name I, of course, don't remember.
Couple more questions, if that's okay. Can you tell me more about the auto-hypnosis techniques used on the course?
We don't use hypnosis on the course.
Not at all.
Not anymore.
So, how was it used?
Hypnosis is probably the wrong word, Inspector. It's nothing to do with the trances or things like that. It was meant to force... to help students.
Did you force them?
You can't force anybody into being hypnotized. You have to want to be hypnotized. It's not something out of your control. You can't be hurt or damaged in any way by hypnosis.
So you've never put pressure on students to enter into hypnosis?
It would be impossible to do so.
There is something there, but...
Have you seen this before?
No, I don't think so.
You don't recognize the shop?
No.
Is there someone else who works at Atlas? Someone who may have been there tonight?
No. There's a cleaner. Comes at strange times, but then he's a strange boy. Work experience.
As a cleaner?
Oh, we did try him in accounts, but didn't work out.
Funny. Does he have a name? No. Guess I need to go ask around about him. God forbid I can ask, what's the killer's name? Nope. Okay then. Cleaner. Ah.
Aha. Do you visit Monarch Costumes a lot?
No, I used to go in there occasionally. Why?
But you do know the shop.
Yes, of course I do.
You see, Paul, I thought you said you didn't know where this bag was from.
Well, maybe I do.
This was used to put over my head, Paul, by a mugger. Would you like to tell me something?
Are you suggesting that I had something to do with your mugging?
Did you?
You really ask the most ridiculous questions.
I love this
Of course I
guy.
didn't.
So why did you lie about the shop?
Well, I didn't have anything to do with your mugging, Inspector, but I might know somebody who did.
Go on.
Did Ryan mention Jason to you, the cleaner?
Oh, there we go again.
Unfortunately, Ryan at some point told Jason that the DVD mustn't be removed from the site. So when he saw you take it, he
Quite a theory.
simply thought that he was doing us a favour by getting it back. He isn't exactly what you'd call one of Darwin's best examples.
So what's on the DVD that's so special?
All right, it was something I did myself, a little stunt I pulled to amuse the students.
What kind of stunt?
I pretended to steal from the students. I emphasize the word pretended. The students knew all about it afterwards. Everything was above board.
Steal from students? Why?
We were doing a piece about pushing the limit, so I decided I would show them how it was done. Oh, don't look so serious, Inspector. I returned everybody's things immediately afterwards. No harm done.
And when was this?
Last year sometime.
At Third Eye or Atlas?
Third Eye, I think.
And this was before or after Liam died?
Well, since you'll probably find out anyway, it happened to be on the night that Liam died, as it happens. Before you ask, no, I didn't steal from him.
Do you think it's a good idea to encourage students to steal, Paul?
I wasn't encouraging students to steal. Policemen are so literal. Life is shades of grey, Inspector. Much as the Force might like it, it doesn't divide neatly into blacks and whites.
That's funny.
Now,
That's a big
if you don't
conversation.
mind, you'd have to excuse me
I
for
think
a
time will
moment.
change.
You know where the door is.
Maybe not.
I see he was quick enough to claim he didn't steal from Liam. What kind of stunt was that anyway? And Liam dying later the same night? It's just all a bit too suspicious.
Sure, why not? Actually expected the time to
More
change after all
questions,
that.
please. Thank you.
Ever heard of auto-hypnosis, James? Self-hypnosis.
Yeah,
And what do you know about it?
it's another name for scrying. Some people call it auto-hypnosis, I call it scrying.
Right. So you're saying scrying is just self-hypnosis?
Scrying? You can scry on anything, I don't use a mirror. I can scry watching the clouds. Maybe the water on a lake in the moonlight.
And when you're watching the water, what happens? You go into a trance?
You lose yourself in your unconscious, you go deeper and deeper, you swim around. Try not to go too deep, because if you go too deep you start drowning. Then you get dragged down to the bottom. As long as you stay swimming, come to the surface again. Then you wake up and see the world as it really is. It's like a journey to a place people talk about, but no one's ever seen. You're thinking about
the
Kate,
fuck?
aren't you?
What makes you say that?
She bought a mirror. Sold her one last year.
Was she into using mirrors like that?
No idea. But she bought one.
Right.
seen this anywhere before?
Nope.
What else? Let's see. What's that? What? Why is that not crossed out? How is it possible to cared about Liam after he killed himself and also met him? Shouldn't that be red? That's weird. Maybe it's a bug. Anyway. Doesn't make a profit. What does that mean? Can't remember the last time. So, Kate, I want to see if there is any new contradictions here. Probably not. Well, it's not socializing, but yeah. No Simons on the Atlacos, yeah. Yeah, don't say anything else.
Okay,
Alright.
that's it for now. Thank you.
And I'll end this episode here and continue checking things out in the next one. Thank you for watching, subscribe, like, leave a comment if you want to. And I will see you next time with more Contradiction.